Hey there everyone, this is LifeRake. Welcome back to my playthrough of Etrian Odyssey 3. In the previous part, I had finished up the 9th floor. In this part, I'm going to cover something I missed about the 9th floor. And thanks to commenters Mr. Billy072, and one sec as I check his name, Dryger Vortex, for dropping in comments in the previous episode on what I was doing wrong about the pomana takers. That's very helpful of you guys, and I really appreciate it. And I'm pretty sure there was an easier way to get back there than this. Whoops. Well, let's go all the way back around and get that done. Hello, Stego. See you guys in a bit. I'm gonna meet you guys over at the original pomana taker spot. I'm gonna see you guys in a bit. Alright, it is as you said, it's back up here, I just have to check this. Alright, what you want to do is you want to check this. They approach the tree, the ants was circling and see silver-colored fruit in the rows. The beautiful silver fruit must be the pomana fruit your client was asking for. Amana climbs the tree and begins picking all the fruit in reach. Doesn't she wear heavy armor? And we obtain the pomana fruit. Suddenly, Amana notices something and yells down to the rest of the party. It seems there are more ants carrying pomana fruit are moving on the path ahead, and as you can see, 3 FOEs has popped up on my screen. You can take the fruit you have now back to the bar, or pursue the ants for more. And of course, if you kill more ants, your reward becomes higher and higher. So, the first 2 become aggressive to you, and this is really a brawl fest. You want to kill them as fast as you possibly can. You have no reason not to, so just this first fight, I'm going to set up a charge tactic and just fling some fire for no reason other than I can. And this should be done in 2 turns. At best. It's going to open up with like the same-ish stuff. And it's weak to fire. That's good to know. Alright. Got that done. 1 turn. That's pretty good. Now, it's these first 2 you want to really pick up the pace. The last one is, of course, the one you can take all the time in the world. So, of course, in this fight, I'm going to use the Etheric Charge Hellfire combo. So, Hellfire and Etheric Charge. And this will instantaneously kill it on first turn. So you just go around the bush, beat the crap out of it. And if you can beat the first one in 2 turns, and this one in 1 turn, you should be able to make it to the last one, no prob. Wow, it only took 1 of those Hellfires. Because he moves at the speed of the Abyssal Death, and you have until he gets about right here where I'm putting this pit symbol. You have until he gets right here to reach him. So you do have a little bit of time, but you don't have a luxurious amount of time. So then you pick up on the 3rd one, and you beat the crap out of it. Also worth noting, if you do let them get away, they do tell you something useful about this right here. You're going to be going that way down there later. So let's just hit the auto button and watch as they die. Alright. And evasion reduction. Who cares? Jolly Roger is really doing its job. And voila! You snatch the pomana fruit the ants were carrying and sew them in your packs. Your backpacks are straining from the fruits you labor. The client will be happy. Your high spirits last only a short while before you realize something. There's an awfully large number of ants around here. Their nest could be nearby. Still, ant eradication is not your goal right now, so you decide to leave quickly. And so we decide to leave quickly. Vincent, take us home! Let's turn in that quest. And we should receive 3 Medoras for this. Welcome back. Whoa, you bought back a lot. Wow, you guys are greedy. And are really, really good at this. So upon one of those, it's hard, and it has no particular order. Anyways, I'll be sure to deliver it to SBR. Thank you for your hard work once more. Here's the reward. Well, I'm hoping we get to work together again. Medora times 3. Yep, triple Medoras instead of single Medora. And I think slightly more EXP. Which doesn't really matter, because I'm like level 30. Do I have tents on me? This is important information. It is important that I have these tents on me. I have a tent on me. Well, let's solve that problem by selling the Viking helmets I clearly saw down here. Because that was totally relevant. And yeah, we'll sell the Predatory Fang. New items available to Falchion, which is not as good as my Jolly Roger, so I'm not gonna mess with that. Red on scales, more Stegosaurus spins, burning stuff. Awesome. Okay, buy items, more Amritas. Buy about 3 more Amritas, and I want 3 more tents. Tents. Because they are cheaper. These tents are cheap. It's, as I've already said, it's cheaper for me to buy tents and rest at a camp spot than it is for me to heal at the inn at this point. Also, you do not have a beret. Problem solved. Alright. Now that that's been solved, we're going to go back down, and we're going to go ahead and start coverage of the 10th floor. Why not? First things first, I'm going to go rest in yonder camp spot. Very, very easy to get to. And it's nighttime. Well, it's kind of late to show you that the FOEs don't move during the night, but I guess I don't have anything to lose from it. So, you know what? Yeah. Let's show that off. Okay. We'll use the FOE in the lore, the most southwest corner. See you guys in a bit. Oh, Kiera decided it'd be a great time to level, so we all know what I'm getting her. I bet you can't guess, it's totally not more Royal Veil. Anyways, another thing I wanted to show off on the way back is this event right here. And of course I tested this event off screen to see what each various result would do, so as you walk through the Gavin path, you stop hearing a faint sound of water ahead. The cool sound's too appealing to ignore as you venture through this unearthly heat. You are sorely tempted to search for the source of the sounds. Look around. You look around and notice a few places where water may be flowing from. One small hole on a mossy rock at your feet, and others upwards inside a crack in the wall above you. Now, obviously, if the water was above us, it would fall on our heads, so it's not that. The third possibility is a large rock which is a few steps ahead, which may be blocking a spring. After narrowing possibilities to these areas, you ponder your next move. Let's try moving the rock. The entirety of the party works on to move the rock from the side. Unfortunately, your hard work went for naught. There is only a wall behind the rock. Inspecting the crack in the wall will cause you to lose a bit of HP, so don't do it. And checking the small hole will heal HP, which is pretty useless on this team. But hey, it's there. It's a 50 HP recovery. If you need it, cough cough, if you actually need it, then it's there. Now, let's show off that the FOEs are asleep at this time. Okay. We haven't actually run into this set before. We've run into the solo Rattle Nizuchi, but not the double Rattle Nizuchis. And the only difference is that I might get arm-binded a bit more. Regardless, let's just beat these guys up. 47, 32, 47. Auto! And then turn off the auto. One died, whatever. We're just gonna kill the other one for no reason other than I'm cruel. Okay, now to show off this. You walk in front of him, he doesn't move, it's so magical! Yeah, the FOEs are asleep. You can get right up in front of their faces and they will not attack you. In fact, a lot of the FOEs on this stratum are asleep during the night, except the ones on the 12th floor, so take advantage of this. It's good to travel during the nighttime when it comes to this area. And yes, there are parts of the game where traveling the day is safer, but I don't remember those as easily as when night's safer. Because usually you don't see too much of a difference. Alright, it's about this point in the game where mapping the sides of the room gets harder and harder and harder. So I'm actually going to be doing even the majority of mapping completely off screen. But I'm going to try, like, coloring in kind of mapping. I'm still going to try my best on the walls. But it's very easy to mismap this area, and I may have to go grab my game in order to help me map it. Kind of difficult. Usually in my game I'd have to get, like, right next to these walls just to figure out exactly where they are. It's not that hard, it's just that I find it kind of vexing because of how I usually map is up close and I know where everything is on a personal closeness level is and it has to be in my bubble, otherwise I don't find it or something like that. Yeah, that kind of approach is kind of willy-nilly around here. And we're about to probably run into the new enemies of this floor, which would not be surprising. So weren't for that I mapped that wrong. Okay, and lava everywhere. Do I bother mapping it? Who knows? At this point, I'm just going to walk on all the non-lava tiles, and I'll know which ones aren't the lava tiles because I'm walking on them. Meet the trip shrooms. These guys are like the venom shrooms, except they try to poison you, and they don't try to inflict it after they die. So they don't try doing anything at the last seconds as they die. Good to know. Let's start testing for elemental weaknesses. It might not have an elemental weakness. Oh, it's weak to fire. It's a shroom, it's a plant. Perhaps that explains why it is weak to fire. I really wonder. I wonder why a plant would be weak to fire. Also, it tried to confuse the front row and it failed, because my helmets are too amazing. And we get muddle hyphas from these guys. I believe they have another item that's kind of just a rare drop, or they may not have another item at all. Through this door is progress. I want to try finishing mapping the walls and the non-burn tiles of this area first. So, whoa! Whoa there, trippy fingers. Don't be mapping it wrong now. Gotta map it correctly. Goes around the corner. Goes that way. That's still there, that's fine. I believe this is an item. Yes, this is an item spawn point. Are you a chop point? You are a chop point. Good money stuff here. I don't remember the items from this, per se, but I do know it's not bad. Whatever it is. More trip mushrooms! Now, when these guys are dangerous, these things are more dangerous when they actually do manage to confuse your people, but of course I'm wearing berets on most people, so it's hard for them. Right now they're just flinging their basic attacks, that's fine. But essentially, yeah, they are more dangerous when they confuse you. Right now they're just trying to attack me, which is kind of like, okay, why? And they're not really showing off their confusion tactics. Oh, yeah, and the umbrella lump. Of course, waste not makes things easier for me. They're just rare items. They don't require any effort to get. And we got a shortcut here for later, I guess. Yep, and I believe that leads to a camp point on the other end. I know that for sure. And there's more burn. Well, there isn't burn there. Like, right there. Yeah, this is resistant to the burn. Okay, I'll paint in the rest of the burn tiles later. Just know where the non-burn is, and that's fine. It's good enough. Before you enter the area, run into a fight. Actually, I don't need to worry about that. It's like, actually, now that I remember, I don't have to worry about that. Speed up yeah, let's beat up the links first, and then we can worry about the confused room. Death. Mushroom, why you no show off your confusion skill? There we go. Yeah, see? It can confuse your people. I believe it only targets the front row. Or the back row. Yes, it's its choice. It usually goes for the one with more people in it. Anyways, at night, these dragons are asleep totally. So, you know what? Vincent! Kenai! Show me all their locations. And yes, you can use Kenai to find all the locations of the FOEs on this floor and mark them prematurely. It's what I like to do. And especially in later floors in the game. Okay, so we got those 3, and then there's these 2. So there's 5 in this entire mess, and then we have some FOEs down here. Probably the same thing. That we're going to have to be wary of. And remember, night travel is your friend. Okay, so we got those 4, and then there's a loner down here. Awesome, we've mapped all FOE locations. Oh boy, mapping this. Mapping this is like mapping the next floor after this is even more nightmarish to map, actually. So I'm gonna shut up. before I open my big mouth. But as long as you know that the dragons are asleep at this time, you should be fine. I typically don't have any problems. Yeah, let's do this just to make the fight go faster. Also, in the daytime, if you do want to run into these fights, you're gonna want to kill them off as fast as possible. As in, no delays, kill as fast as possible. Kinda like that. Alright, go alongside the wall. There is a little thing there. Don't know if it goes on. And generally the side seems to be the safer part. Of course, I'm gonna map when it's not the safer part, like right here, it's like damage tile, then back to safety. But there's some treasure chests on the other end that I'm interested in, so let's start heading that way. Another tree-like thing? Can't really tell. Yeah, the treasure over there is the main appeal. And to get that treasure, you either beat the FOE or you come here during the daytime and actually lure it. Okay, so that actually ends off right there. And yeah, it is a lot easier if you just kind of tread the safe path and then mark in the danger tiles later. I'm kind of liking that approach. It does something like this, and it closes the circle. We run into the same set again. Well, not scared of this set by this time. So long as I remember to use my skills, I should be just fine. Not too much of a threat. Fun, running about 20 minutes-ish. It's also that now we're covering less over amounts of time because there's so much to cover. Jeez, there's so much to cover. Don't know if I can handle it. Yes, I can handle it. Alright, that's one iron chip, and yeah, as you can see, during nighttime, these guys are totally not going to come out and kick my ass. And that's the great thing. That's just a great thing. Not getting your ass kicked is a great thing. Getting these modal hyphas to sell for new stuff is also a great thing. Alright, let's go back up here and get this item. Let's go ahead and mark this danger tile. And in here is some treasure. And don't worry about stepping right next to the dragon. The dragon won't go all aggro in your face even though you're right next to it while it's sleeping. And in this one we have a power hammer. That would be your strength hammer. This is a good hammer to pick up, without a doubt. The strength hammer is better than the attack hammer. Because it essentially does both, except it is more of a percentage application, I think, than it is with the attack hammer, which literally only adds like X amount of attack. Okay, at this point we have to cross the lava somewhere in order to proceed, so just mark one and move over it. Okay, we've seen this. Alright, back. Vincent leveled, that's pretty sweet. Vincent, how you doing? Primal drums, work on it. And oh boy, we're still here. I think I'm gonna end off this part after we're done with this room, because seriously, we've been going on for actually a lot longer than I thought we have. So, yeah. Walk over here. And I'm thinking so long as I show off where the non-damage tiles are, it's going to make it a lot easier to map off where the actual damage tiles are when I'm finishing the map off screen. There's another wall up there. And we should be able to finish this before day breaks in the game. Okay, that's a damage tile. We have to walk over it to make it to the non-damage pile. This is another, like, tree-like object. And that goes off that way and into a door. Yes, and that's where we're going to end off this part, with a quick save. Alright, go that way. And we got more damage tile. I'm going to walk around the room, just walk on all the non-damage tile. We should be just fine. This is the same set as before, except the one less rattle in the Zushi, so be right back. Alright, back from that nonsense. Alright, looks like I have mapped all the non-damage tile in this room, besides these. So, hey guys, this has been Life-Rick, and as always, I thank you for watching. In the next part, we are going to continue on the B10th floor. I'm going to see you guys then. I'm going to say bye in a few seconds. Bye-bye!